we are going to take a look at the EduCreations app today. So open up my EduCreations app, takes a second to load, and the first thing we're going to do is start by looking over here in the left-hand column at some of your options. The first tab is your account setting, and as you can see, I'm already signed in. I recommend that all the teachers sign in using their Google account information. That way anything you create will be saved right to your Google Drive account. Next, I'm going to jump down here to the star, which is a list of featured lessons. You have math, science, language arts. I like this computing category because it has all kinds of tutorials to help you learn how to use different things. And I also wanted to demo this because if you choose one of these, like I'll take this person's Keynote Tools menu, if you choose something from here and you hit a favorite, meaning you tap this little heart over here to favorite it, when you hit done with that, when you tap on this heart over here on the side, anything that you've favorited will be saved. So it's a great way to pick some lessons you like, see how they're made, and see what you can do with it. So we're going to go back to my account. To create your first lesson, you tap the plus here in the upper left hand side, and that gives you a blank whiteboard space. Before you start creating your lesson, you want to familiarize yourself with all the buttons. And the first thing we have here are the record and playback controls. Should you want to make a lesson with some live speech narration, or you want to record the movements on the screen. As we move over further, we have your pencil controls and some various colors, and there are more colors so you can get one you need. The eraser, if you want to erase some of that writing. Then as we move over here, you have your choice of papers, and I like this one because I like to use the graph paper. It helps me keep things organized and keep things straight. All of those things. Our next tool is the plus. This is one of the most popular ones. When you click this, this is where you can add different things. You have text boxes, you can add photos, or you can get directly to the camera to take pictures or videos. Next to that, we have the hand, and it's grayed out right now because we don't have any objects. But once you have some objects on the screen or in your workspace, you touch the hand, and that enables you to move things around. Now let's start creating our lesson. I am going to add a photo, and I happen to have this photo in my photo album of a skeleton. I thought we could make a lesson about the skeletal system. So you'll notice when I put my photo in, the current object I'm working on has a blue box around it, and down here at the bottom are all the things I can do with this. I can delete it, I can rotate it, I can duplicate it, and these are some things to help me fit it in there. And then there's also this lock button, which once I have my skeleton in place, so I don't accidentally move that object around, you can lock it in place. So those are all great tools. I like where he is now. Maybe I'll make him a tiny bit smaller. Click my hand. Notice how my hand is blue. That means I'm able to move my object around, so I can put him or her exactly where I'd like them. Now I'm going to add some text. So I click my plus. I'm going to tap on that A because I want to add text. It says tap anywhere to add text. So I'm going to tap right there towards the top, and I've just made a little text box. Keyboard pops up, and I'm going to label the skull. So I put my text, I tap done, and not only did I want to label the skull, but I'm going to make sure I know where the skull is. So I'm going to take my pencil, I'm going to click on this lovely shade of dark blue, and I am going to label the skull. I just realized I don't know a whole lot about anatomy, but I think I know enough to label one more part. So I click my plus, bring up my text box, and I tap anywhere to add my things. And this time I'm going to label what I think, sorry if there's any science anatomy teachers out there, is the pelvis. So I've labeled it. I get my pencil. Choose my color. You could choose a different color if you want to. I'm going to circle that. And same thing, I'm going to draw an arrow to that general area. So that's how I've started to label my character. One of the neat things about this app is your ability to record and make it live and add narration. So I'm going to click the microphone up here at the top, and now you can see the counter is rolling and I'm recording. So I would say this is Brad, and this is my skeletal system project. Here are Mr. Meyer's skull, and there is the pelvis. Now I'm going to stop that. So I've just added some narration to my project. One of the fun things about this, or one of the good tools in this, is now when I hit play, I get this editing window that's popped up down here. So I'm scrolling across the bottom. That's my audio down there, and it's pretty quiet because I'm actually talking into the microphone on the computer not into the microphone on the iPad app. But when I hit play, hopefully you can hear that. I can hit edit if I want to do some editing or change my audio. I like my audio, so I'm just going to hit done. And now it returns me back to my drawing. You can also record your movements and other things. So if I hit record, and normally I wouldn't be saying anything on here, I could click my pencil, I could click this red, and it's going to record me doing this. I don't know what the purpose of this is, but I guarantee your students will do it. So now I stop that. When I hit play and wheel it back, you can see the marker, and there is my live drawing. So you can animate it live as you work. I can see my tutorial is approaching about the 6-minute mark, so I think it's time we decided to save this project. So I'm going to go to the upper left-hand corner, tap that button, and I have two choices. Save as draft is if I just want to save this and continue working on it later. So I tap Save Draft, and it takes me back to my home screen. I'm going to open that project back up real quick, tap the back button again, and I also have an option to Saved Finish Video. So once your project is complete, you'll get this little pop-up box. You can give it a lesson title. So we would call this the Skeletal System. Sorry, my spelling is probably a little off. We would give it a good, thorough description. You can publish it with the community, keep it private to yourself, and then once you hit save, it is all set. So that's a brief rundown of the EduCreations app. It's a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing what you and your students can create with it.